Hey everybody, it's JJ here and welcome back to the channel. Tonight, I'm excited because we're going to be talking about one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe, and that of course is Thrawn. He's also a lot of other people's favorite character, and one of those characters that was birthed out of the extended universe. Now, I grew up reading the EU novels and in high school and things like that, and I got away from them in college. Like a lot of people get away from reading sometimes in college and during those college years. And a lot of those books that I collected through the 90s and the early 2000s sort of got lost or misplaced over the years, partly because I was off at college, things got boxed up, I moved out, and for some reason a lot of these books just ended up missing, and I'm having to recollect a lot of them. But Thrawn has been one of my favorite characters. I've enjoyed him. He's one of those characters that I've enjoyed that Timothy Zahn created. And so I thought I'd do a ranking of my top 5 Thrawn books, the ones I enjoy the most. Now, the majority of these are a part of the extended universe. There is only one that is considered current canon, but it is so good, and I love the new Thrawn trilogy as well as I enjoy the original trilogy. So I'm going to rank these 5 through 1, starting with number 1 being my favorite of the Thrawn trilogy, and I'm pretty sure it's the same as everybody else's, but starting in at number 5, and that of course is a part of the current canon, or one of the new trilogy, and that of course is Thrawn Treason. Now, I'm not going to do a total review on each one of these because I'm going to do a review on every single Thrawn book that there is out there, and I'll be putting that together as a series. But this one here, I love it because it's Thrawn really dealing with the politics now and fighting for funding for his TIE Defender program, and the funds being diverted from his TIE Defender program over the director Krennic for the Death Star program that's being built. I love it. I love Thrawn having to deal with the politics. That's not something that he's normally used to dealing with, and it's absolutely blast. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all 3 of the new Thrawn books, but that one there, for some reason, it stuck with me, and that was my favorite. So, coming in at number 4 on my list of Thrawn books, of course, is The Hand of Thrawn, Book 2, Vision of the Future. So, this is one of the ones that was a duology that Timothy Zahn did, and I enjoyed that one. That one hit all the right notes for me. There's just something about just the shadow of Thrawn haunting the galaxy in many ways. And so that was one of the ones I enjoyed the most, the ones I'm going to reread here in the future. Next on my list, coming in at, this will be number 3 in the Thrawn books that I enjoy, and that of course is a part of the original Thrawn trilogy, the 3rd book, The Last Command. So this one, just something about, it's something about this original trilogy I think was amazing. And for me, it was the first Star Wars we had gotten beyond the movies, the first set of books that we had gotten. And I think a lot of us who were kids in the 90s or teenagers in the 90s, when these were really coming out at their peak, these things just hit all the right notes. And so The Last Command of those was one of my favorites. I've read it at least twice. I plan to do a 3rd reread here because it's probably been about 10 years since I read The Last Command, but I can't wait to dive into it again. So that is number 3 for me. Number 2 in my favorite Thrawn books, of course, is Spectre of the Past, The Hand of Thrawn, Book 1. So I did Book 2 a while ago. I love this one. I don't know what it is, that this story just completely pulled me in all the way from the beginning. I mean, just the Empire is just literally on the brink of total collapse, even the remnants of it. So it's a great book. I love it. And I love the cover arts of some of these. I mean, this one was done by Drew Struzan. I can't pronounce the last name, and I'm pretty sure, and I feel bad, I'm probably butchering it. But yeah, this one right here, the cover art is just incredible. I love it. It appealed to me as a kid, and what can you say? I mean, some people might not put that as number 2 on their list, and that's fine, but I love it. It's number 2 on my list. And of course, number 1 on my list, I don't think it's any surprise because it's probably number 1 on everybody's list. And I think for a lot of us who grew up as little kids in the 80s and grew up as teenagers in the 90s. Well, this is the sequel trilogy that we wish we had gotten. And of course, that is Heir to the Empire. So this was, you know, that first Star Wars book that I think we all got, that we all dived into. For those of us who geeked out about it in the 80s and 90s, Heir to the Empire, the arrival of Thrawn, and we were all just sitting there like, oh my gosh, who is this guy? And so we got to know Thrawn, and this is, like I said, this is a character, I think, for me, that sort of just stands the test of being a Star Wars fan. You either like Thrawn, you hate Thrawn, you can't stand Thrawn, but I think all the Thrawn books, all of them, I think are really, really solid stories. And I think Timothy Zahn has done a good job of protecting the Thrawn character in the novels, including both in the current canon as well as in the original EU. So that's how I rank the Thrawn books. You know, they change as I reread them, you know. So maybe you have a different set, and if you do, let me know which ones are your favorite in the Thrawn universe. Or, you know, yeah, we'll call it the Thrawn universe. Which one is your favorite in the Thrawn universe? You know, which ones would you rank as the #1 Thrawn book? It's Heir to the Empire for me. It may be something else for everybody else. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And guess what? I'll see you all in the next video. Later.